Okay, so now you have your cost codes. What are you going to do with them? How do we utilize them to save ourselves some time? So let's have a quick look. Okay, so over here I have the spreadsheet that you would have downloaded, and you'll notice that some of them are in green. And I'm just going to go back here and undo. So cost codes, what do they mean inside a Buildertrend, and how do you get them there? So the first things first is that if you weren't aware that inside a setup you can actually go in and you can import the NAHB cost codes. And what it will do is it'll bring in a whole heap of cost codes, and you're going to go, okay, that's pretty good, it saved you a lot of time. However, if you're in Australia or New Zealand or the UK, you'll probably find that a lot of it's very American and probably not the way we call it. So what we did in the spreadsheet is we actually went through, and anything that we changed, we marked it as green. And what I can now do is I can just simply copy it. So you'll notice that this one's 2105. If I go Control C and I go back to Buildertrend and I look for 2105 and click on it, I can just go up here and go Control V and paste in place, which basically now enables us to do it. However, guys, there's another quick way that you can do it if you can wait. The best thing about Buildertrend, you can actually send them this cost code list and say, hey, I want you to do this all for me, which is great provided you don't want to do something straight away because it might take 24 hours to get it done. Now, those cost codes also have benefits in estimating packages. For instance, here I'm using PlusDeisgnBuilds and I'm going to do a takeoff on this roof. Takeoff selection. And inside of my takeoff, I can go to cost codes and I can import cost codes. The same cost code sheet, I can actually go through and find it, cost codes, open and go OK. Now I have all of those Buildertrend cost codes inside of my estimate. And if I went to say roofing and we had a bit of a look at Edit See More, you'll notice that I already have set up some of my cost codes as they would be inside a Buildertrend. However, there's one that I didn't do just so you can have a bit of a look. So I'm going to go to roofing and I'm going to go to Edit See More, and you'll notice that this one's called 123 roof. Now that's a bit of a problem because it doesn't match up with my Buildertrend cost code. So I'm going to go backspace there, and it automatically went through and searched everything that had roofing inside of it. And this is my roofing iron, so therefore I'm going to go roofing material. Associate this cost code to multiple items, which basically means whenever I go and use this software again to draw another roof or do another takeoff, every time I use these materials that I select, it will automatically add that cost code to it as well. Right? So hundreds and hundreds of items can be done in seconds flat. I'm going to go submit. And now I have cost codes. If I actually went back and there was an edit or a change to the model, or the client decided to change the color or the type of roofing, my cost codes will already be created for me. Alright, so now I have all my cost codes in my estimating program. If I go back and I actually go export takeoff and I go export takeoff for Buildertrend and go save, says that the CSV file's been created. It'll also open up the location it was saved, which is here, and I can go through and I can double check it if I want to. Right, let's have a look at what came out. Okay, that's good. I've got everything in there. My cost codes all seem to be right, but if there was a problem, I wanted to go back and find something, I might say, you know what, I don't like the way that's worded before I send it to Buildertrend. I can copy and paste this, and I can go back to my estimate, and I can just go Control V here and go search, and now you'll notice that I actually have install eave sheets and trimmers. Okay, if I wanted to go in, then I can go and edit all of that, and I can change my vendors and everything like that, or my price. Once that's done, I can now actually go and back over to Buildertrend and import it. So let's have a look. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and I'm going to import another takeoff. So import, estimate, and I'm going to browse my computer. I'm going to find that last file that I actually did, which was here, and go open. Next. And we'll find that we have a one-to-one match now with our all of our items. So we've got descriptions, items, and everything inside of there. And you'll notice that all of my cost codes are lined up, so I don't have to map any cost codes, which makes it really quick and easy. And I have a direct 36 records imported successfully. Now when I go back into Buildertrend, I have all of my items, the prices that are associated with it, and I've basically filled in all of my estimate instantly. Now if something changed in the model, I could simply go here, make a change and go and re-export. And I can override my existing items, or I could actually start it as a second quote. So you might want to quote multiple iterations of a plan, or even variations after you've signed contracts. It's very easy for you to actually get your estimate in, have it accurate without doing all the hard yards by manually adding estimates. Alright, so guys, this is a 3D model. If you want to find out more about how to actually use a 3D, you might have heard the term BIM, Building Information Modeling, model to create an estimate to work with Buildertrend and to actually enable you to show your clients what you're going to build. Book in a demo. You can actually, there's a link below in YouTube here, and you can click on that. It's going to take you back over to the website page, and you can click on book a demo. And we'll actually show you how to do this live. It's a great way to move forwards. But guys, if you want to know more about this as well, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you've got any questions, ask them in the video, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Alright guys, happy building. Cheers.